Hi there. Today we're going to talk about Lesson 71. Lesson 71 has to do with finding the whole group, which means the total, when only a fraction is known. This is an awesome method to use with problem solving, and you'll use it a lot. Most of what we're going to talk about today are basically problem solving type problems. I do want you to take time to write down the question, because there are problems like this on your homework and problems like this in your tests, and each one of them set up just a little differently. So if I don't see the problem written down and the text written down, I'm probably going to send you back to your recording to write it down. If 2/7 of the fish in a pond are sunfish, and we know there are 56 fish in a pond, how many in the pond are sunfish? It would be a good idea to use a model. Now, there's two kind of models that we could probably use. We have done models before, so it's not all that difficult. We would want to take, since we're dealing with sevenths, we would take our 56 and divide it by 7. We would find out that each seventh is 8 fish. Okay, so we would create our model over here and put 8 fish in every slot. Each slot is 1/7. There are 2/7 here, and of course this down here would actually be the rest, which is 5/7. Now the question was, how many in the pond are sunfish? And above it, it said 2/7 of the fish in the pond are sunfish. So we have our model, we've made our division, so we know. We look here, we have 8 and 8, that's 2/7. 8 plus 8 is 16. So 16 fish are sunfish in the pond. The rest of them are other types of fish. How many are not sunfish? Well, that's pretty easy. Two ways you can figure that out. 56 minus 16 equals 40, or 5/7, or 5 times 8 equals 40. And that's the non-sunfish. So, what if, here's another one, it's a fish story, we like fish stories. What if 3/10 of the fish in a pond are koi, and there are 1,100 fish in the pond? How many aren't koi? A good question right here. Underline it, circle it, dot it, star it, whatever helps. But the question really is, if there are 1,100 fish in a pond, how many are not koi? So that's what you're looking for, how many are not koi. But we know 3/10 of them are, and we know 3/10 of 1,100 are, so we could use a model if we wanted to and divide the fish into tenths, or we could think of it this way: 3/10 of 1,100 are koi. That means that 7/10 of 1,100 are not koi. So why don't we just take 7/10 of 1,100? That should give us the right answer, I think. And so if we do that, we can reduce by putting this over 1, 7 over 10, take the 10 out of here, you're left with 1, take a 10 out of there, you're left with 110. 7 times 110 is 770 are not koi. Really pretty quick, and that's a really easy fix for that. Okay, let's go one step further. When Jack had finished page 365 in his book, he was 5/8 of the way through his book. Okay, well, that's good information. We don't know how many pages in the book, though, so it's going to be a little different to approach this one. I want answered how many pages are in the book, and the other thing is how many pages does he have left yet to read. Okay, so if 365 pages is 5/8 of the total number of pages in the book, we could probably take 365, divide it by 5, and we would find out what 1/8 is. 73 pages is 1/8. We could use a model, okay, or we could take 365 times 5, or excuse me, equals 5/8 times the total, which is the total we don't know, okay, and solve for t. Either way, we're going to end up with 73 pages is equal to 1/8 of the book. Now, 8 times 73 is 584, because we think of 8/8 equals a whole. So 8 times 73 is 574. The total number of pages, 574. So that answers our first question. How many pages does he have yet to read? Well, he's read 365 out of a total of 584. I think probably subtracting would be what I would do. So once you've done it, you would find out that he has 212 pages left to read. Okay, in the last example, we could have used 3 distinct ways to solve. Okay, we could have used a model. We could have divided by the amount read by the numerator and found that, and then multiplied the number of pages by 8. We could set it up as an equation over here. 5/8 of the total number of pages equals 365. And then we would, or 365 equals 5/8 of the total number of pages again. Those 3 work pretty good. Those are 3 ways to do that. Always remember, I'm going to say this here, always remember that the word of means to multiply, and the word is means equal. So when you're setting up equations, if you see that in the words of a word problem and you see of and is, you might be thinking multiplication and equal. Okay, here's your challenge problem. Your challenge problem, Sia had 7/10 of her math problems done. If there were 12 problems yet to be done, how many total problems were assigned? Be sure that you show the work, show how you set it up, and of course, show the answer. If any of those are missing, I will not give you the challenge bonus. Okay? Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.